61,000 doses of COVID vaccine are heading to New Mexico this week as the state tries to fully vaccinate thousands of people waiting for their second shot. News 13's Chris McKee took a look at the pace and how long it might be before the next groups are eligible. Chris?
State data indicates that around 85,000 New Mexicans received doses of vaccine over the last week. Nearly an even 50-50 split went between primary doses and secondary booster doses.
At the current pace, it's going to take us the better part of a couple of months to get to frontline essential workers, which is the next eligible group. Teachers, along with early childhood folks and college staff and the like, grocery workers and other groups, transit workers.
The Department of Health took on a bunch of vaccine questions on Instagram Live this Saturday. Over several days last week, providers were giving out about 2,000 more boosters than primary doses, but that did even out over the last week. There's still 163,000 people waiting on their second shot of COVID vaccine. The Department of Health estimates around 800,000 people are currently eligible for vaccine. Over the last 2 weeks, the state data for vaccines indicates that more than 6,000 people a day are getting, on average, their first of 2 shots. With that rate, and assuming that everyone eligible right now wants to get vaccinated, it could be early May before 800,000 people have received a primary dose of vaccine. But that also assumes no changes in supply. A third vaccine might be a game changer for a faster rollout. Johnson & Johnson's vaccine is now under FDA review and could ship out by the end of the month.
Well, it's promising. Obviously, it's going to help in a lot of respects because there are certain populations, especially in New Mexico, which is such an enormous state physically, with a lot of rural populations, folks that are difficult to reach in other ways.
DOH says the single-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine is also ideal for things like prison populations and homeless folks, because those are the folks who they are most likely to lose contact with between first and second doses of existing vaccination methods. The DOH says that it is also working on getting mobile clinics up for vaccinating people around the state, which could ideally be ready in the next few weeks by about the time that Johnson & Johnson's vaccine is available. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Chris. The state says it's also in the process of looking into allowing people to choose the type of vaccine they receive, but right now there's no option to do that.
In total, nearly 440,000 doses of the vaccine have been administered here in New Mexico. About 300,000 of those are first shots, which means more than 14% of the state's population have received at least one of the 2 required doses.